Hello, Santa Clarita. It's Friday at 2 o'clock. That means it's time for the Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John. It's the radio digest version of the Santa Clarita Gazette and Free Classifieds, brought to you every Friday on Santa Clarita's hometown station, AM-1220 KHTS. John.
Doug. So, did my taxes, man.
And?
Well, we got to come up. I was thinking, you're a businessman. Maybe we could start some sort of business to help me raise money to pay my taxes.
So what you're telling me is the outcome of your taxes wasn't that great.
It was defined. Great is one of those relative terms. It could be great for the government. They're gaining some money.
But not for Johnson.
And probably great for you. I'm helping retire some of the national debt. Okay.
All right, yeah, and you're putting into my Social Security because
and mine
I'm
too, because I plan
you.
on taking as much as I can. I'll live longer than you.
So what you're saying is you got a tax bill, my friend.
I got a tax bill, and I'm thinking maybe we could start a business.
Okay, what kind of business?
Well, I was reading in the paper, not the Gazette. Actually, I was not reading the paper. I saw it on Facebook, of all places.
John, I ask you to stick with print, please.
I know, but I saw it on Facebook, and I was thinking maybe we could start like a pizza parlor.
A pizza parlor?
A pizza parlor.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why is that? Do they make money?
You didn't see the pizza parlor in Indiana that got $500,000?
Yes, I did.
And I think that's it. We refuse to cater to anybody, and we'll get money from both sides.
Yeah, because they got $500,000.
We could get $1 million. We could piss both sides off.
Right.
Hey, look, we're a pizza parlor. We're not going to serve lesbian, gay, or LGBT X's, and we're not going to serve Christians. We're going to serve nobody.
And then we'll get all kinds of money for both sides.
Brilliant idea.
Brilliant.
Thank you. That's what I thought.
Okay.
So, yeah, this is how silly it is. Really, guys.
Come on.
Are you going to start, as a business owner, is the Gazette going to start discriminating? Because I have a great way that you guys.
If I could get $500,000, yeah.
I think you just discriminate against people who don't have money to buy an ad.
There you go.
That's
a lot of people.
We're not going to service people without money. That's next. It's going to be, we're going to have a protected class of poor people.
But John, let me ask you a question, because you're a lawyer, right?
Let me check. Yes.
When did you pass the bar?
A long time ago.
Okay.
There were only 10 laws at the time.
Yeah, I was going to say, how many more laws are there now, laws and regulation, than when you passed your bar?
Oh, that's 90% of the problem. What they tried to do with this whole Religious Freedom Act stuff, well, first of all, it's a federal law. And 22 states, now, federal laws are applied to the states by the Constitution. So, oops. But most states, 22 states have decided they wanted to have their own law. And all it really does is it gives the courts some guidance.
Right.
That's it. It says, hey, protected classes.
Am I right? Did not Bill Clinton pass the same law in 1993 that Indiana has passed?
Yeah. Okay. There was some slight differences.
Was there any uproars then, you recall?
Texas, one of the guys, the first, actually, I read it in the Gazette. You can read Robert Patrick Lewis's article about it.
Right.
And he brings up one interesting point about the fact that Texas has the same law.
Right.
And nobody's boycotting. What's in Texas? I guess the Dallas Cowboys. I wouldn't go to Dallas anyway because I don't like the Cowboys. So, but nobody's boycotting them. It just seems like it's kind of.
I don't know, John. I think the government. I know it's discrimination is bad, and you have the 14th Amendment.
There's all kinds of amendments.
But
the silly Constitution gets in the way of everything.
I mean, the country, they went into a tizzy over this thing in Indiana, an absolute tizzy. You've got governors saying that nobody can travel to Indiana because. Gosh.
All right. So let's go to ground zero for a second, Doug, and think about this for a second, okay? Two guys are getting married, all right? Now, regardless of your stance on that,
right.
People are in love, they're getting married.
Right.
They go to a florist, and the florist goes, no, we're busy that day.
Right.
We don't want to provide you with services,
right.
Sorry. How does suddenly, in 2 or 3 weeks later, it become this national uproar? Where are these two people? Has anybody interviewed them? Have you heard boo from them?
No.
Have you heard from the florist shop?
No.
You don't hear it. A lot of it's manufactured. And I think, and I'm sure you probably agree with me, there's probably more important things for us to be worrying about right now.
Yes, sir, there is.
I mean, let's not even get into the Middle East. We can talk to Robert about that.
We're on the brink of World War III, right? Our economy could collapse any day now. Or we could have a cyber attack on our electrical system, and we could all be without food and water for months and months. But let's worry about this mamby-pamby you-know-what in Indiana about somebody got their feelings hurt because somebody said, if you were a same-sex marriage and you were going to have a reception and you wanted pizza at your reception, no, I probably wouldn't bring it. First of all, who has pizza at their wedding reception?
What same-sex marriage is going to have pizza at a wedding reception?
Yeah.
That's the big one. I mean, let's not go into stereotypes.
So this poor daughter of the owner just said, no, we probably wouldn't do that. You know, it's against our beliefs.
Or we're busy that day.
They got death threats. They had to close down the shop because they were getting bogus orders all day long.
Why not just say, yeah, I'd like 16 pizza delivered to Rush Limbaugh.
And they did because they had to cook them all and nobody bought them.
That's
It's
pathetic.
It is pathetic.
I know what you're going to be doing this weekend.
What?
You're not going to be celebrating Easter. You're going to be out in your back 40 building a bunker.
How'd you know?
I could tell. I read your rant.
Yeah.
Could you point out any more? Do you ever rant about anything happy, Doug? It's Easter, spring.
When I do that, people complain that it's a boring rant. I got to come up with something every week.
It must be tough talking to you. It must be tough being you. It really
No,
must
but
be
John,
tough
I like to be a realist, and we'll get into it later.
All right.
I think people need to be prepared.
All right. Well, let's talk about something that coming up.
This is real happy stuff.
All right, fine. We won't tell anybody what's coming up. We'll make them wait. We'll be back after the break. There you go. You're listening to Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John on AM-1220 KHTS, Santa Clarita's hometown station, and we'll be back after the break.
Welcome back, everybody, to Santa Clarita's hometown station, AM-1220 KHTS. You're listening to the Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John, the radio digest version of the Santa Clarita Gazette and free classifieds for everything you know to be in the know.
You know what got completely lost
What?
in that our last conversation, Doug?
What's that?
The fact I still have this massive tax bill to pay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to start taking donations somehow. I'll start a nonprofit and then donate my salary to the nonprofit and then take it as a tax deduction.
But since you're a lawyer, though, people think you have money. So.
Well, I'm also saying this on the radio, and I'm sure the IRS is listening.
Ooh.
So do we have something to do this segment?
I hope so. Miss Classified was going to fill in for her last-minute cancellation.
Uh-oh.
Is she there?
I'm here, guys.
Miss Classified,
Hi.
how are you?
I'm fine. I thought my name was Miss Gazette. Make up my mind. I don't know who I am.
Nah, we like Miss Classified better.
Okay.
It has a nicer tone to it. Are you mad at us?
No, but I'm kind of not prepared.
You mean you actually prepare for us? Wow.
I do. I prepare for you.
Miss Classified, let me ask you this. The guest we were going to have, and unfortunately she's in surgery, was a veterinarian. And on the front page of the Gazette this week was an article on what do you do if you get bit by a rattlesnake, since we're coming into rattlesnake season. That was a person get bit or your dog. What would you do if your dog got bit by a rattlesnake?
Me? What would I personally do?
Yeah.
I'd probably freak right out. But no.
No, that's what you're not supposed to do.
I know. But if really I would, because my dog's really little.
Oh.
It could kill her.
We got swallowed by the snake.
Yeah.
Just bit.
My dog weighs 9 pounds. She's real tiny.
Mine weighs 159.
I would be afraid.
I know.
So what do
your
you do?
Your dog would bite the rattlesnake.
What do you do when your dog bites the rattlesnake?
Yeah.
No, but I would take her to Dr. Gillen because, you know, Dr. Gillen saved Misha's life before. She's a great doctor.
Oh, really? What happened?
Well, Misha fell off the couch backwards and hit her back on the coffee table, and she was like almost paralyzed from the back legs on, and she couldn't go to the bathroom. She couldn't do anything. And Dr. Gillen said she needed surgery, and
oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it was going to cost a lot of money. And I said, what's plan B? Because I don't have that money.
Yeah.
So she said, you'll have to crate her for 8 weeks. She can't come out of the crate except for you to take her to the bathroom. We'll give her medication and keep her drowsy so she just lays there and heals. And she did.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty impressive.
So thank you, Dr. Gillen, if you're listening.
Where's Dr. Gillen located?
On Camp. It's right by CVS. On Camp Plenty in Soledad.
Gotcha.
In the CVS shopping center.
All right.
She's a great veterinarian.
So, Doug, maybe what you should do is smack your dogs in the back of the head and they won't go to the bathroom anymore.
That'd be nice.
Don't think that
mean.
That may not be the case.
Because it's a lot of going to the bathroom with them.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, all right, Misclassified, we've tried to stall a little bit so you could actually become more prepared. Did that work?
It worked. It worked.
Good.
I want to talk to you guys about all the help wanted ads we have in the Gazette this week. We have a lot.
You mean if somebody wanted a job?
If people are out there looking for a job, they need to read the Gazette this week because there's a lot of job opportunities.
That must be an indication the economy's turning around, Doug.
Well, I don't think I'll go there.
He's got steam coming out of his ears.
Did you see the? Never mind. Anyway, go ahead, Miss Classified.
No, so there's a lot of job opportunities in the Gazette this week. So anybody out there looking for a job, there's no excuse. Read the Gazette.
Exactly. There's a lot, and there's a lot of good information in there anyway.
Well, there's a lot of things like it. I just was reading it really quickly because I wasn't prepared.
You can blame Doug because I don't want you to be mad at me.
I'm not mad.
No.
I'm not mad, you guys. I'm just not prepared. So I was reading in here, and there's a lady selling a bird cage. One bird cage for $30 if anybody's looking for it. A bird cage. If they have a bird and they need to cage it, there's a bird cage.
Is that a good price for a bird cage?
I don't know. It doesn't say what size or anything, but if you're looking...
I know why the caged bird sings.
Well...
Whoa, literary reference. Somebody was in high school, AP English. All right. Sorry.
What did he say? What did he say?
I said, I know why the caged bird sings.
Oh, funny, haha.
Mrs. Watkins is laughing at me. That was my AP English.
All right,
teacher.
John.
Sorry. All right.
You're digressing.
Go ahead, Miss Classified.
anyway,
What else you got?
We're dragging here a little. We're dragging.
No, it's called stretching. There's a difference.
Are we waiting for doctor to get on the phone? Is that
No,
what the...
she is in surgery.
She is in
Oh,
surgery.
she had to do emergency surgery. She was planning on doing this.
Well, we hope that she's doing emergency
Either that or
surgery.
she forgot all about us.
Well, no, I hope that she's doing emergency surgery, not in surgery, like having surgery done to her.
No, she's doing it.
Okay.
Okay, so listen, you guys. If anybody's into the Beatles, there's this guy. He's selling Beatle records, 200 long playing and 45 mint condition, only $5 and up.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
That's a great deal. So if anybody wants to contact this man, his number is 661-360-8798. That's a really good deal.
All right, Miss Classified, real quick, your favorite Beatles song. Go. Oh, dead air.
I like them all. I don't have a favorite.
All right.
I love them.
Well, we have sufficiently stalled out long enough so we can officially let you off the hook.
Oh, thank God.
Thanks, Miss
No,
Classified.
I'm kidding.
Thanks, Miss Classified.
You guys have a happy Easter and
You too.
safe out there, okay?
All right, we will talk to you sometime when it's a little bit more prepared, and we won't put you on the
Thank you.
spot. All right. All right, you're listening to the Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John on AM-1220 KHTS. We'll be right back.